It's quite simple, really. I delete all my social media. I don't even have it. So unless somebody says it to my face, I don't really hear it. And nobody's ever bold enough to say it to your face.
Yeah. Fact check. Not true. I think about 70,000 of your closest friends said it to your face the last time you played football. If you people don't remember Thursday night, here courtesy of Fox NFL on Instagram was a quick moment from last night of Broncos fans saying it to Bo Nix's face.
Crowd frustrated again. Pat Bryant, the intended receiver. It is the 5th 3-and-out for the Broncos.
Okay, so I don't, if Bo Nix is like, no one walks up to me on the street and is like, you suck, I agree with him. That likely doesn't happen. As far as him being alerted, not just by people behind the keyboard, but his home fans about how they feel about his play, I think they've been pretty vocal about it. And I think it's been fair. His numbers are what his numbers are. He right now is unequivocally the weak link on that team. And now, reasonable people can disagree about whether or not these are the struggles of a young quarterback who will get much better, or if he is a guy that was, is going to struggle like this moving forward. That's up for debate. What's not up for debate is, right now the biggest problem with Denver, despite their record, is their passing game. And we're not going to blame Sean Payton. He's at the helm of it. So, yeah, I think the criticism is fair.
He has had 4 games of sub 60% completion, which is not great, and the interceptions over the last 3 games haven't been very good. But he has done a good job of leading fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's been good when they've been behind. I do think there needs to be some grace for a second-year quarterback. Not everybody hits at the same time. And the way that this team is constructed and the defense that they had, they don't have to ask him to do that much. He's got to manage the game, and it's not always going to be pretty, but they are currently riding the longest winning streak in the league, tied with New England, and it's good enough for right now. It's not perfect, but I would imagine, with time, they got the potential to continue to grow.
I think it's fair. Like Nick said, the numbers are the numbers. You see they're all at the bottom of the league, and last year he played, certainly that second half of the season, he played better. And you have a Super Bowl caliber defense.
And O-line.
Yeah, and so he is right now their weak link. So, yeah, I agree. I think, Nick, he can bounce back and maybe be their franchise quarterback. But right now, like, they could do something special this year if he plays just pretty good.
All right, so the numbers are the numbers, but let's look at some different numbers real fast. Let's talk about adjusted completion percentage, which factors in dropped passes. Bo Nix has a 74.7% adjusted completion rate. That's actually higher than Patrick Mahomes, who is at 74.4%. Now, why is that important? Because Bo Nix has 23 dropped passes this season. He's near the top of the NFL in that category. I think only Trevor Lawrence has more. He has more than double the number of drops that Patrick Mahomes has. His drop percentage is 9.7%, which is absolutely through the roof. So I'll say it again. The numbers are the numbers. Do you think all those dropped passes have anything to do with his lower raw completion percentage? What about his passing yards per game? His yards per pass attempt? His touchdown to interception ratio? His passer rating? It's weird, right? When you actually do the math, if Bo Nix had the same number of drops as Patrick Mahomes, his stats would look completely different. His passer rating would be in the 90s. His passing yards per game would be top 10 in the league. His completion percentage would be around 64%, which is the same as Patrick Mahomes and Baker Mayfield. I don't understand the disconnect here. Furthermore, the same critics who are now blaming Bo Nix were the ones who said before the season even started that the Broncos don't have a good offense. They don't have a good running game, and they don't have good receivers. So, which is it? You can't have it both ways. You can't say the Broncos lack top-tier weapons and then turn around and claim the quarterback is the sole weak link on a stacked team. It's ironic. When Patrick Mahomes was dealing with injured or underperforming receivers, the narrative was, what do you expect him to do? Of course his numbers are down. Now, you're saying this Broncos team is stacked and Bo Nix is the problem. Yet his receivers have dropped more than twice as many passes as Mahomes' receivers. And remember, Mahomes has been dealing with his own issues, like Rashee Rice being suspended and Xavier Worthy being injured for part of the season. For clarity, These drop numbers aren't for impossible diving catches. They are based on catchable balls, passes a receiver should have caught. So this is a significant issue. Bo Nix has 23 drops. When everyone was freaking out about the Chiefs' pass catchers last season, they had 29 drops for the entire year. Bo Nix is on pace to far exceed that. Do you think that matters? How could it not? His passer rating, when adjusted for these factors, would be around 92.6, right in that 90s range I mentioned. It's just weird. The numbers are the numbers. Let me be clear. This is not me arguing that Bo Nix has been amazing or that he doesn't need to be better. He absolutely does. He 100% needs to improve. I'm just presenting the context. The numbers are the numbers, and a massive number of drops are significantly hampering this offense. Bo needs to be better, but so does his supporting cast. Say it with me. The numbers are the numbers. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about these stats and the criticism of Bo Nix? Is the trolling fair? And regarding the 70,000 comment, implying no one criticizes him to his face, well, 70,000 fans in the stadium were just booing him, so that point doesn't really hold up. Look, the Denver Broncos have the power to give us one of the most entertaining storylines in sports right now. It's all on their shoulders. The Bills, Eagles, Chargers, and Jaguars have all delivered drama this season. Now it's up to the Broncos. You have the opportunity to create one of the funniest and most talked about weeks of football. You either are the guy, Bo, or you aren't. Those are my preliminary thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments below. I read every single comment, so whether you agree with me or disagree, let's get some discussions going. Let's get into some fights, but ultimately, let's just have some fun. Please consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here and would love to have you be a part of it. I want to build something we all feel connected to and are really excited about. I think we're well on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up as it really helps with visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.